We are live. Well, we've made it in Spiritual Events Directory. We have made it in, and look, it's 6:11, so we are late. It's 11 past, but if you're going to be late, it's good to be on the 11, on the number 11 there. We love that, which in numerology is the natural psychic. And of course, we've got Christy Johnson here this evening, Clarify My Journey. So Wellness Conversations, the Woo Woo series, brought to you by our wellness community and sponsored by Spiritual Events Directory. So I think it's awesome that we've come in at 6.11.
Absolutely. I planned it better.
Lovely. Well, welcome back. Yes, we had all sorts of spirits. This happened last time with Christy. When we had Christy on the show, ladies and gents, we also had technical issues, you know, spirits and woo-woo and gaga flying in, around, and, you know, throughout our systems.
Yes, absolutely. It happens with technology. I think that's why I've got such a fear around technology. It just never seems to work right around.
I know, it's just it's so annoying. But here we are, and so lovely to have you back on the show. So Christy, just a little bit of an intro to you. How do you describe yourself and what you do?
Yeah, okay. I used to be very fearful about saying it, but I am a psychic and I am a medium, and I also do healings and other modalities such as hand analysis, and, you know, I've done NLP, I've done all those sorts of things, but primarily most people know me for being a psychic medium, so, and a healer. So
awesome, terrific. And we are going to give we are going to do some complimentary readings tonight, ladies, but I'm also thinking for those that want a reading, actually it's all about you know, in the spirit of giving and receiving, and what we'd like to do obviously is grow Christy's community and Christy's audience. So we might get you, if you want a complimentary reading, we might get you to send us a message. Send a message with an email address, Christy.
Yeah, absolutely, that'd be great.
Beautiful, because you've got a fabulous and there's not too many around, so it's absolutely worth telling everybody about the upcoming tarot course, that workshop that you've got going on. Is that going to be online?
No, it's actually face to face. Currently there is a few people that have inquired regarding having it online because they are interstate or a little bit far away. So I am in the process of organising one online. The current one that's coming up in April is a face-to-face one, and it's 3 hours, and we're just going to be looking at the tarot and, you know, how to use it and how to do little and things like that. So just a small group of women, and yeah, just have a bit of fun playing with it. Yeah.
An intro to tarot. Is it going to be a particular deck, or do they bring along their own deck?
No, the price includes a deck, so I get them the Rider-Waite deck.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice common deck to use, and it's the easiest to use. And then obviously as you grow, if you want to try some new cards, that's up to them. But for now, we're going to start.
Yeah. It is a good deck to learn from, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Right, beautiful. What we might do, ladies, is, as we said, you know, we'd love to add you to our list, add you to Christy's list. So if you send a message with your email address, then we can, you know, take it from there and give you. You automatically qualify for a reading. Otherwise, it's to whomever we are drawn. So, where can we find you? Well, I'm looking to see who's put their hand up and sent a message, Christy. Where can we find you online?
So I am currently looking at doing a website at the moment, but I don't have one at present. So I just have a group on Facebook and also a page, much more interactive on the group. It's a group where I share and do little mini readings and, you know, share all things spiritual and fun activities on there, and just some bits and pieces. So where
can we find you? Well, I'm looking to see. Damn it.
Oh.
Sometimes when you go in there to try and get out of the comments, you know, who has put their hand up, it goes straight into our live, and you know, and then you hear that stuff.
Oh, that's fun. I'm used to all this. That's okay.
Yes, we're still trying to We've still got these little bugger lugs bugging us.
They really do pester.
Right, let me see how I know what I have to do. I've got to put the volume right down. Okay, beautiful. Right, we've got 28 beautiful ladies watching us. Oh, hello, Maggie. Maggie says, hello, ladies. Melissa, Julie, yes, lots of guidance, ladies, but what we would like to do. Oh, excellent. So Julie has given her email address there for you. So Julie Sinclair, let's see what we get, what kind of messages we get through. But Julie, and so Clarify My Journey, ladies and gents, you can find Christy at Clarify My Journey. She has a page on Facey and she also has a group. So, we want you to, we'll put the links in here after our live, and we'd love for you to come along and join her community. And, we're all in this business doing the same thing maybe, but doing it in our own unique way. So therefore, we are all different. And if you're into the spiritual and the woo-woo, then we can, there's enough for everybody, and we can invite you into all of these different spaces, because what you get out of it is going to be different each time. So I'll throw over to Christy.
Absolutely. So the first card that I picked, it's actually from a beautiful deck, and it's play. So really, really pretty card. And it says, self-care includes having fun. Are you playing enough, darling? Do you have enough free time, or are you booked to the minute? Life goes so darn fast. Make sure to have a blast along the way. So it's basically just coming up and telling you to really have a lot more fun and a lot more play in life. It's like, sometimes we do take it serious, and we do have a lot of serious things going on in the world.
We do.
And, it has put people into panic mode, and, I understand that part of it. But yeah, this card's definitely asking you just to take a breath, just to take a moment, and just to see the fun side of life, because we do need balance. Without balance, we're off. Our energy's off. Everything seems to be off. And it's just about self-care, having fun, having a bit of a play, but also, taking the serious stuff serious, but have fun while you do it.
Absolutely.
Always room for play and a bit of fun. So that's what I would say to do. Now, the other card that came up was the Merciful, which is regarding that you're a very giving person, a very big heart. So it's really important that you set your boundaries with people around you and environments that you're putting yourself into. Be careful not to recluse too much, or to hibernate, or to hermitize yourself, because this is all about giving, and it's not about changing who you are to adapt to the world. It's about continuing to do it so the world adapts to you, and giving is a great part of your big heart. So it's just about telling you not to shut that down at any point. It's just to keep being you, keep serving as you do, and keep trusting that everything will come back as it should.
Oh, that's awesome. And what do you like to do for play?
Me?
Yeah. What do you do?
I don't know. I love being in great energy. So I love getting together with friends. I love calling them. I love cooking.
Lovely.
I love reading. I normally fall asleep as I read, so I don't get pages in, but I actually do enjoy reading. I love all those sort of things. Anything a bit
fantastic.
At the moment, I'm doing colouring in. So,
wonderful. I did see that the other day, and it's actually worth mentioning that yourself and Emma from Unique Phoenix, you both have you've come together, and you've got Circle of Elevation.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit of description about that group. What's that group doing that's different?
Okay, so hence the name Circle of Elevation. We came up with that, one, because it's our initials, and I've always been taught to put your initials in business for success. But I guess we brought it together because I think there's a lot more room for people to come together and help lift others up. And it's just a place where women can be, and they can just take some time out for them, because we're so busy being a mum and doing all that, working and doing all those things that, it's really, really nice. And I think we sometimes forget how imperative that is to our well-being. And we just worked through some things. The first one was about fear. This one's about stepping into your feminine power. It's just about getting the best version of you, just really starting to get those bits that you might have pushed down, or, lost away, or not lost, but, just sort of push down a little too far to bring it out yourself. So it's just, we guide you and help you to elevate you to where you need to be, or where you want to be.
Terrific. And that's also in real life, and that's where are you holding those?
They're in Berwick in the southeast of Melbourne. Yeah. So.
Right, lovely. So, ladies, again, we've got your email address. That means that Christy can then send you an email and keep you updated with what is going on in her community. And especially if you want to learn tarot, there aren't a lot of places. I used to run courses a long time ago. There's not a lot of places to go to learn it. So if Christy does one online, that would be awesome for a lot of people. I know a lot of people have inquired through our wellness community as well. So we've got Melissa Ireland has also given you her address, so we can pull some cards for Melissa.
Absolutely, would love to. All right, Melissa, let's see what we've got. Melissa.
I'll see if she's given us a little question. Hello, Michelle Ann. We're coming to you. You'll get a reading as well. Julie, we've just done one for Julie. So hopefully, Julie, that was the guidance that you needed to hear. Johnny Retro's in the room. We will come to you soon.
Okay, I've got a couple of cards for Melissa, is it? Melissa Ireland?
Yeah, Melissa.
So I've got the first card I pulled is trust your intuition. Be on the lookout for white butterflies at the moment, I keep getting told. And your card says it's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside. So the information's within you. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. So sit in meditation, walk in the woods, ask yourself what you need to listen, tune into your inner guidance. So it's not to say that we can't look externally for the answers, but, most of my life I got told that, the answers are within you. You can't seek them else, externally. And it was frustrate me because I just want someone to tell me. But when I'm emotionally invested, I find it very hard to do it with myself or people I care about. So this is just asking you to just step inside and use those modalities and tools that, like meditation, that will take you just that little bit closer within yourself to find the answers.
Wonderful. I'll just interrupt you to say, Michelle said, Christy, hi, Christy, do you feel and see anything for me this week in business? So see if you can find something in there.
Michelle, what's your last name, Michelle? Is it Michelle?
Sorry. Yes. No. Sorry to interrupt you. And I'm actually looking at the next reading there. Michelle's the next reading. You keep going with Melissa.
Oops. The last card from Melissa is the hopeful. So now when I say it's the full cards that I'm pulling out, that's why I'm saying full. But it's about being hopeful. So if there's a situation that you're in or you've been through currently or something's coming up that you're a bit anxious about, usually comes up when we're quite anxious or we're really undecisive about something or indecisive about something. And it's just asking you to be really hopeful with the future. And I don't know if you've had health issues in the past or someone close to you, but health comes up as a thing for me to pass on to you. Also, the animals and children are very good to, how can I say, to calm you and to keep you really back in your body. We can come out of our bodies and, we get chaotic and then we need to come back into our bodies. So it's just saying, stay hopeful. The outcome is good as long as you stay hopeful and keep that belief. And obviously trusting your intuition. So if your gut is telling you something or if your body's telling you something, definitely start listening because it's really important for you. It will guide you so far. But yeah, so just keep the hope, keep the trust, and trust your intuition and keep the hope that everything will be okay.
Fantastic. I love that. So then what changed for you then, Christy, when you say that, you would be told that all the time, the answers are within and you just want to be told that it's all going to be okay. What changed? When did the penny drop that, it is all within me?
Yeah, I don't know the exact moment. I remember around about the time when it happened, and I remember just hearing it all the time from all these spiritual teachers, and, and I'd just be like, yeah, whatever. I just, can you help? Anyway, I think it was when I just began to. It was when I fully trusted, where I had to trust it enough, my intuition. I could help everybody else, and I trusted that.
Yeah.
It was only when I went internal that I found it really difficult because I was emotionally attached to it. It was really hard to go, is it what I want or is it my intuition? Is it all that sort of thing? So that was really, really difficult for me. And I think there was just a moment, probably, I would say 12 to 18 months ago, and I'm not exactly sure what changed, but I just remember going, I get it. I just get it. And I think it is surrounding yourself with like-minded people too.
Yeah.
It's that constant reminder or, someone else doing it, or you just see so many different things that you go, okay. And then it just, a switch just goes on and you start to get it.
Yeah, that's awesome. But it is a journey. It is a journey. So, it's not just, it's not a one size fits all. And it's certainly not, happily ever after is built one step at a time. So, as you say, you took all of those steps and you keep getting all of these different, tools and mentors and all that sort of stuff. And every little thing is changing you somehow, even when you're not aware of it. And then, as you say, suddenly, boom, so I guess ladies and gents out there, if you are doing what we've both done and you are taking all those little steps as much as you can, wherever you can, it is going to click in, is the moral of the story. It will click in and you will just get it and you will be on path and purpose.
I've understood that back in the day, but I 100% agree with Michelle. It will kick in. Just keep believing and, surrounding yourself with the right people. It does help. And it, just staying positive and doing all the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Definitely helps guide you to the right answers. So
it sure does. So Michelle, I was jumping ahead there to Michelle Ann, and I'm Michelle Ann, except I'm one L, and Michelle here is two L's, and but yeah, here she is. And she does have a question. Do you feel and see anything for me this week in business? So let's see what comes up.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is the answer that I'll pull a card, obviously, but as you were saying that, I just asked for some guidance and from my spirit team, and I kept getting that there's concern or worry. So I don't know if you're having that this week, as in, give me some more information. I just keep getting this worry, like, is there going to be enough? Is it like, I feel like there's something about either not having enough or it's not going to happen. I just keep getting those sort of things coming through. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up with my guides, is that it is, I think that it feels like, I'll show you what I see. It's like a road, and when things are smooth, the roads are completely straight and smooth. Sometimes it has curves and waves and all sorts of things. This has a little dip, okay, but it does come back up. Every dip must come back up. So I would say stay hopeful, stay trusting, and just be creative about the solutions and the ways you're going to get through it. I feel like we need to take a bit more of a creative approach to it, not just the normal way you would normally approach it. It's a little bit different. But yes, I don't know. I just feel like there's some sort of dip in there. So not all is what it seems, is what I can say. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't come up. So I think the outcome is really good, but I think the process is, there is a little downfall there and it comes back up. So, and the card that I drew for you was breathe deeply. It says, breathe big, let it all in, expand your fabulous belly. Who cares if your jeans feel too tight? Here's an idea, buy a roomier pair. Deep, full breaths invigorate you. They release sadness and allow ecstasy to flood in. Pause, inhale a long, slow, big, delicious breath. Exhale, remember, whenever the going gets tough, take a deep breath and trust that you are capable of greatness. And that's exactly what I was trying to say.
And the tough get going. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
But yeah, no, it is. And it just feels like, that you might have to pull on a little bit of your strength to get through the next few weeks. But I would say your outcome is successful. I feel like there is a lot of, like I see, like cheering. So I feel like, and to me, when I get those messages, it means, success. So yeah, I think the outcome is successful, but I think there is a dip in the road. So it's just about holding on, getting creative and moving forward the best you can, taking those deep breaths.
That's awesome, because Michelle said, oh, you're getting me excited.
Good.
Yeah, so that's really good. So ladies and gents out there, what we would love in return for the complimentary readings that Christy is giving you tonight is that we would like to build her list. So if you can either message us at Spiritual Events Directory, or just post on, underneath this live, if you can comment with your email address, then, you'll be instantly entitled to a complimentary reading, as the ladies that we had just read for. So Diane Collins has also given you the go ahead there, and Michelle, yeah, I get that. Melissa also said thank you very much, and so did Julie. So spot on.
Thank you. Thanks, ladies. I'm glad they resonated with you.
Yeah.
There's a bit of clarity. Sorry, Michelle. Who are we doing now? Sorry?
Diane. So we're doing a reading for Diane Collins. Trying to see if she asked a question. I don't think she has.
No, just a general?
Yeah, just a general.
Diane. I feel like there's great energy around Diane. I feel like I want to get like I feel like I see a bright sun. Like I don't know if that's how she's feeling or it's normally how she is, but there's great energy around her name. Her energy is definitely very bright, very vibrating.
Wonderful.
Lovely. So now it comes up with pause. Okay, so it's a really pretty card, but it is about pausing and taking some time out. And it says, if you're feeling unsure about a decision, there's probably a good reason. Take your time and think it through. There is no need to rush. Allow your heart's wisdom to guide you. If you feel pressure to act immediately, it's probably a sign that it isn't the right opportunity. Don't worry, because more opportunities will come along and the right ones will fit like a gorgeous glove. And I do feel that from you. I feel like you've got a beautiful, gorgeous energy. And I think that, I don't know if you're feeling a little bit lost within that, but I feel like it needs to come out. I feel like I want to just like, you know, press the reset button and allow her to just shine brightly. So
yeah, wow.
And funny enough, the other side of the card is a beautiful big sun. So
oh, nice.
Yeah. So don't forget who you are is what I'd say, but it's time to take a pause. It's time to take some rest and it's time to take some well-needed time out before pursuing or making any big decisions. So
wow, beautiful. That is awesome. Now let me just have a little check. Okay. Now, ladies, if we've got Johnny Retro is after a reading. Let's see. We don't get too much male energy in this space. So, Johnny, we might see what we can draw for you. Johnny is still now. Johnny Retro is a little bit of a regular on here. I did have Julie Lewin on the show a couple of weeks ago, and we pulled some cards for Johnny. He was concerned then about a career change, and he's still looking for some guidance on that.
Wow, the card that jumped out for you, Johnny, is something bigger is on the way.
Wow, there you go.
Now, those cards say, allow your vision to expand and be open to the form it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small, or that what seemed like an obstacle is actually pointing you in a better direction. The universe always has your back. So it's about really trusting and believing that everything that happens is for that reason. Even at the time, sometimes we find it really difficult when we're emotionally, invested in it to really step bigger vision outside of that. I always say that the universe hears and sees things we don't. So we need to come to that acceptance of knowing that that's the case. But I feel like there's really big things on the horizon. I really, really do. And I think that there's another male involved in whatever you're going to do.
Wow.
Like there's like yourself, and there feels like another male comes in either to help you, guide you, or go into some sort of business with you. But there is something definitely there. It's also about expanding your tools as well and allowing people to see what you're capable of. It feels like, there's bigger, I guess like the card says, there is definitely bigger things there for you. The cards are jumping out for him. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The two cards that have come up for him in the full deck, there was only supposed to be one, but two jumped out, so let's go with that, is the forgetful. So it's forgetting the past, it's forgetting and letting go of whatever's been and really looking forward to racing ahead and going further. It says letting go, so just letting go of all those things that no longer serve you, and just it feels like you're in that transition period where I feel like you've had to really sort of let go of who you've been and what you've known for so long. And I feel like something so new and so big's coming, which means that it is going to unleash you a little bit. It feels like it's something that you really enjoy. The other card that came out was the crazy fool. So it says, this fool's wisdom is get in touch with what you want and need and make it your top priority. So sometimes we're so focused on doing one thing, we forget to do the things that get us to that point. So it's really saying, take some time out for you, really sit with you, really go within and figure out what it is you're going to pursue and move forward with first, and what your focus needs to be, what your focus needs to be at this time. So I don't know if you go I don't know. It keeps saying whining and dining. I don't know.
Wow.
Or
Well, that'll be interesting. Johnny, we'd love some feedback. Are you in the restaurant business or the hospitality business? Are you looking to open a cafe?
Yeah, there's something about like whining and dining, like loves to be around people. Has
Wow.
community around him. Really good at serving others, like really, really good. So yeah, there's just something about respecting what his gifts are and what his strengths are, and working towards that, but not trying to overlap the other stuff that needs to be done first. So
fantastic, that is awesome. And then just kind of segueing from that into a little bit of promotion, ladies and gents. Spiritual Events Directory. Christy, I'm not sure if you've heard, Sarah has created this fabulous, unique, first time online psychic and alternative expo. And just as there would be if you went in real life to a psychic expo, you would have, exhibitors, you would have workshops, you'd have speakers, you'd have readings. Sarah has created all of that online. So that is happening on March the 29th, ladies and gents. So find the post on this page and go and click and go and register and come and join all of our groups. I'll be doing numerology. I'm doing a numerology workshop. So if you want to learn more about you and your profile and who you are, where you are, why you are, what's up ahead, how to get there, join me in the workshop for this intro to numerology. Or you may be a healer yourself and you wouldn't mind adding another modality to your kit. It's a fantastic, intuitive, insightful modality. I just love, love, love. The other thing is in our wellness community, if you're not already a member, come into the wellness community, because all these amazing healers, speakers, teachers, readers like Christy are all in that environment, and we're doing this sort of thing all the time too in our own unique way. So if you need more guidance, want more guidance, and also so much more than that. It's one thing to get the guidance, isn't it, Christy? It's a whole other thing to put that into some steps, practical steps, and to be able to take those steps each and every day. So this is what we help you with, everybody. This is what we help you with in the wellness community. There is everyone and anyone to help you with anything at any time, because there are so many different types of healers in the community. So now we're also actually live streaming to my page, which is at Michele Scott on air. And we've got someone on that page wanting also wouldn't mind a reading, Christy. So Sarah Marie Joyce is a newbie and would love a card in regards to relationships.
okay.
Coming up for you, Sarah Marie.
Bear with me. Hang on. Sorry, they just got stuck then. I'm just, give me 2 seconds.
Ooh, got stuck. I wonder if that's a little
maybe that's the message.
symbol and sign exactly into where Sarah Marie's relationship is at.
Yeah.
Relationships.
Okay. What are we going to choose here? Okay. This one. Okay, so it comes up with risk it. So it says, great things are born from those brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. Remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. So get off your butt and take a leap and go for it. So that to me is saying that, sometimes it's about remembering how good we are. And, I always ask myself in my relationship, am I fun to be around? Would I want to be around me?
Oh, I love that question.
Absolutely, because it does. It gives you the answers that you need, because sometimes we see so much of what they're doing and what's changing with them. We're so blinded to our own, and we should be changing and evolving. It's part of life. But sometimes we just don't understand it. So what I would say is just really understand who you are, because relationships aren't easy anyway. But yeah, I'd feel like there's things that can be changed on both parts in relationships, and it is a two-way street. So I would just say, if you're looking at doing or taking a bit of a risk with it, it definitely says risk it. It's now time to actually action a few things rather than just talking about them.
Yeah.
And just, getting into action, I guess, is probably the best way to describe it. But yeah.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. That's a great question to ask ourselves. And so, Christy, for you, I know that, have you got 4 children?
Yes.
4 children. And how long have you been in your married relationship, partnership?
We've been married for, oh gosh, they put me on the spot here, Michelle. I think it's about 15 years.
Wow, awesome. Has it been all plain sailing, or has it been a journey?
Amazing. No, it's been a journey. Yeah, there's been ups and downs, but you know what? I love him more now than I did when I first met him. I just think as you grow together, you just there's bits and pieces you find out that you don't like about each other, things you want to work on, and that's all part of the journey. Anyone that tells you relationships are a breeze, I'd really love to meet them.
Bullshit. I have there are those couples, that say we never argue. We never argue.
That's
There's
right.
never any.
Absolutely. And you know what? That might work for them. I'm more of a communicator. I like to express when something comes up. So for me, that wouldn't work. So some people shut down. Some people don't feel the need to talk about things, but I do, because if they harbor me, I think that they build and build and build, and then something else comes up, and it's not really about that. So, I like to talk about it as it comes up, because
so you would say that communication for you is important and probably one of the tools that helps you grow better in that.
Absolutely, I don't see this stuff as much as I used to, so I'm learning what. It's like pick your battles. Like, what's worth talking about? Is this worth bringing up? And I do ask myself those questions. And would I? And I sometimes I'll sleep on it. So if it's still bothering me in the morning, I know it's worth talking about. Sometimes when we're emotionally charged, we sometimes say things we don't mean, and I don't want to do that anymore. I used to do that when I was younger, and I'm just not there anymore. I guess with growth, you just want and what you don't. So
yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Well, let's. I've got a question here for you from Mandy Ellis, and Mandy says, "I am worried about my youngest son. Can you pick up anything for him?"
Okay, I need to grab other cards for that, because that's the bear with me a sec. Sorry.
That's all right.
I should probably just looking at my boobs or something. I don't know. Everything in green. Sorry, they were love cards. So I just
yes, lovely.
Much help. Oh, I had other cards. Worried about your youngest son. Okay. How old? Do you know how old we're talking?
No, we don't. We don't have an age there.
Okay, so let me see. So it's saying seeking the answer. So obviously that's her asking the questions and seeking those answers. It's like I've thrown my hands up and I really don't know what to do. I really do need external help with this. So I do feel like you're doing the right thing by reaching out and asking for that help. And I think that will have to continue. I think that there's going to be other people that can help you further with it, giving you the answers that you need. It says observe is the next card. So it's all about really observing. So it must be a thing where it's a bit up and down. It's not something that's all the time. So I don't know if that's how she's feeling, but, it's a time thing, and it's definitely worth observing, when things come up for him, and how he reacts and responds to those. And just keeping an observation on him as well. So just keeping an eye on him. I'm just going to pull one of these cards and see if that comes up. So yeah, okay. So it's come up with a message from your departed loved ones with so it says we are with you always, and we hear your words and watch you tenderly from above, and we love you and care for you, and there's no need to worry. So it's saying that someone in spirit has got your back. So you are completely supported by spirit, whether it's someone that's in spirit or a spirit team, it doesn't matter. It's just about saying that that there is guidance from above. So the answers will come and the right people will come. But they're the cards that I've pulled up on yeah, 3 of those cards have been those. So I would just say that, yes, I think it needs an external person to help with that. And I think that there's much need to observe and just really, you know, keep a close eye on him.
And Christy, so just, you know, I love that. I love the message from, you know, his and her spiritual support team. When did you first discover that you had a spiritual support team?
Gosh, it wasn't until I sort of just knew. I didn't know where the information came from. I just sort of knew it was already there. And then I don't know when I fully discovered, when was it? I think I did a meditation. I'm pretty sure it was through meditation that I really started to go, oh, I want to explore this more. I didn't even know this was so real. Like I sort of knew it was something, but not sure what. And then it was like this guided meditation took me, and I just could see them. I could feel them. I you know, I had a name for one of them. I had so many, you know, like, yeah, really cool experience with the meditation. So that's when I want to explore this more. So I'm always intrigued to see, you know, who spirit teams with who, and, you know, what they're there for. And I love that.
Yes, and I'm the same as you. My first couple of guides and main guides came to me through meditation. How cool is that? Wow. Now, ladies and gents out there in Spiritual Events Directory land, if you give us your email address, either message it privately or pop it in the comments underneath this live. If you do that, you're guaranteed of a reading by Christy, because we do want to add you to the list so that you know, you can join Christy's community and you know, hear about all the, especially if you want to, you know, you've always had that, you know, you do feel that you have a little bit of the gift. You'd like to learn more, know more. You know, Christy's got she's got an introduction to tarot coming up, and so it might be one of the steps that that you can take through connection with Christy. So if you give us your email address, it'll be,
yeah, absolutely, and that's for beginners. So you don't have any, you know, interaction with it or know anything or have any prerequisites. It's just for someone that wants to explore it a little bit more. So.
Yeah, and look, you do. This is the thing. I mean, you and I've always had that. I've always had the intuition. I'd always been that soul seeker. You know, I was always attracted to the books and to the learning. But when I found a way to really learn it seriously, it was just absolutely awesome. And so, you know, it's great that you're running this, because for those that have always had that little bit of interest, here's the first step to actually starting to learn it properly. But listen to this feedback from Johnny Retro. Wow, that just blew me away. I'm in sales and I'm the first point of contact for my company. But I need to spread my wings, and it sounds from that read, that reading that the next journey is on a business partnership. Woo-hoo. And he also says, I'm a very people person, which is what came up in your reading. So I'm not sure. He says, I'm not sure about the wining and dining. Well, that could be to do with the entertaining clients, he says. Also, it's great to have some male energy in this forum. Thanks so much, lovely ladies. You're so welcome, Johnny.
Very welcome, Johnny. Thank you.
Yay. Okay, so who can we go to next? Let's have a look, see who's given us their email address. Now, we do have Janita asking, Christy, what's your Facebook page, please?
It's called Clarify My Journey. So there's a group and there's a page. The group's much more interactive. That's where I do my little mini readings and bits and pieces. It's a closed group. I've just put it on public for other purposes, but you will need to ask to join, and then I'll obviously accept all the people that want to come in. So yeah, I'd love to have you in there, and
yeah,
there's enough for everybody, and I'd just love for everybody to, you know, choose what they want.
Yeah, I've got some more fabulous feedback for you. The reading that you just did for Mandy, where you said that you had the spiritual support team. Thank you. My father passed away 9 weeks ago, and he was very close with his pop.
Well,
so glad that he is around him. Oh.
Yeah, I was really shocked when that card came up, because I was like, oh, this doesn't make sense to what she's asking. And then I went, come on.
Amazing.
sense, because, you know, I think that she needed to know that he's definitely around, and that
Yeah.
that I think.
That's amazing. So, Christy, after our live, you know, go into the comments too and pop your links in there and let them know how to find you to get if you want to go a bit deeper into the reading and get a little bit more out of the reading. Ladies and gents, I recommend a one-on-one with Christy.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Rachel said, I find it hard to. What's that word? I think that's a bit of a what's it called when Facebook automatically
the autocorrect.
I find it hard to visualize. She's trying to say it's visualize.
Oh,
I find it hard to visualize in meditation. It gets frustrating. Yeah, that can be an issue for some. Right, let me get you. Okay, learning more, Natasha. Natasha, hello ladies, fellow soul seeker through the arts. And speaking of soul seeker, I must also give a shout out for a fabulous new group that Margie Ioannidis has also been on the show a number of times, is also fabulous. And Margie and I have a new group. It's a subscription based group. You pay a little bit each month, and then, you know, every day, every week, we're doing all sorts of things in that group. We both have loads and loads of tools in that kit, so that's going to be and again, it's the same thing. If you're a soul seeker, you're searching for who am I, what is my purpose, why am I here, you're looking for guidance, you're looking for healing, you know, each and all of these groups, ladies, that we are talking to you tonight about can offer you that next step. So to whomever and wherever, and you know what, there's no, to me, you can join all of these groups and really maximize the potential of the helping, healing energy.
I think that's a beautiful collaboration for you and Marg too. I think that's beautiful. I really do. So yeah, I would jump on that, guys. I really, really would. It's those two ladies have got beautiful, beautiful gifts, and they're very similar, and they just, I reckon they work really well too. I think it's a beautiful collaboration.
Yeah, thank you, darling. Thank you. Right, we've got now, let me see, I've got, we might draw Brenda Middleton. Brenda's a regular, so we might draw a card for Brenda, and we'll see where this takes us.
Absolutely. So there's no question, just a card?
No question at the minute.
That's fine. So Brenda, I want to pull that one, and no, I want to go that one. Okay. So I got being. So it says, I trust that just being is enough. Rather than making myself crazy and tired by trying to figure out the answer or see the picture or work out how it will all work out, I choose to instead focus my energy on staying present, enjoying each moment as it presents itself, and I open my eyes to life as it is right now. I know the gift of clarity will come when the time is right. And the card that's come up on that is Goddess. So it says, allow the strength of your inner goddess to shine. You have the power to change the situation. Let the essence of your light dance as you nurture your feminine strength. So how I would put that is, again, you know, it seems to be a bit of a theme tonight that, you know, it's about getting with your feminine side, and that, you know, the masculine's all about control and needing to know, and, you know, there's beautiful strength in the masculine side. We need both. I'm not saying that's a bad side by any means. It's actually a great part of us. But the other part that I do think offers a lot more strength and clarity is our feminine side, and that's because when we're connected with ourselves and our feminine power, so that vulnerability, the love, the compassion, that whole side, and we know who we are, and we can look in the mirror and be very comfortable with that. That's where we find true joy. That's where we find true gift and service. And I think it's just asking you to step back from, you know, I feel really tired around your energy. Is it Brenda?
Yes.
Brenda? I feel a little bit tired. So I don't know if you're feeling you're doing too much, or you're just feeling a little bit unmotivated, or, you know, things like that. But I feel like it's time to really step back in, because I think you're a beautiful, creative human being who can create a lot, but really needs to find that solace every now and again, just to give yourself the time to get those, you know, those creative juices flowing and doing what you need to do. And it says also just releasing some fears that may be holding you back. So just remember, divine goddess, and you know, I'd really love you to just, you know, keep going and shining. But if you are feeling a bit tired or unmotivated or just not yourself, just know that there's time to take, you can take time out without feeling guilty, and know that everything will present at the right time. You're not going to miss out. Opportunities aren't going to pass you by. It's just really a time to hone in on what you need right now. So
that's lovely.
Yeah. So that's really nice. So yeah.
Okay, let's see who's next. Who needs? Let's see if we've got some questions we can answer. Let's see if Brenda has given us some feedback there. Brenda, not yet. Rachel McDougall would love a reading. If you have any guidance for Rachel, please.
Oh yeah, Rachel McDougall. That sounds Scottish. I'm Scottish.
Yeah, are you, Dales? Whereabouts are you from?
They're near Glasgow. Like it's called.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, do you know when it just goes when you're on the spot? Oh my gosh, Hamilton. Sorry. So yeah, so it's right. My dad used to play for like Hamilton Accies and soccer and stuff. So yeah, so yeah, that's where we're from. So I think it's about half an hour to Glasgow or something. So
okay, and were you born here or?
Born here, yeah. My parents came out here. They were both from Scotland and came out. My dad came out to play soccer for Australia.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
And his ego's too big. He thought, I'm not becoming an Australian citizen. I'm Scottish. So, you know, the proud Scot.
Yes.
He never did it. So he played for Greece and other places that you could play without becoming a citizen.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a bit crazy how he worked it all, but he was just a very proud Scottish man. He's passed now, but at the time, oh my goodness, I could have throttled him. We could have been like living, you know, the life of, you know, luxury.
Yes. Oh, wow.
He was very good at what he did. He was, but yeah, he lived to, you know, he was a very giving man, and he did he lived life how he needed to live life, and you know, I honor him for that. You know, I love that about him. So how I choose to start living as well. So, but anyway, so I'll get back to doing the reading, and the card that's come up is decide. So I don't know if you've got some big decisions coming up, but it says it's time to make a decision. Being on the fence drains your energy. No matter what you choose, it will be the exact thing for your spiritual path. Channel your energy, be decisive, learn, grow, decide. The card that came up with that was warrior. So that comes up with have the strength to fight the good fight, stand your ground, and believe in the power of truth. The warrior is strong within you. So it's just asking you not to forget that strength that's around you. You know, being decisive, you know, it comes easy to some and not to others. And, you know, we have to side of us, but sometimes we have to make that decision, and sometimes we're not going to have all the clarity about whether it's a right or wrong decision. But I can guarantee you that I don't believe there is any wrong decisions unless we have bad intent behind it. So I think if you do things with good intent, I don't think you can go wrong. So if that's an issue for it, please don't you know, don't doubt yourself. Don't have those, you know, once you make a decision, I would just say trust and go with it, and just the right decision for you. So so yeah, that's definitely. And I don't know, so who was I doing a reading for? Was it
that was for Rachel McDougall?
Rachel McDougall, that's right. I don't know, is there children around her?
She hasn't got she said thank you, you know, for the reading, but no, I haven't got any other info than that.
Okay. I just see a lot of children playing, so I don't know if have children or there's new children around her or someone close to her, but there's something about birthing something new, and also birth of children. So yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's for her specifically, but that's what came to me as I was finished the reading. So yeah, I just have to put it out there that come up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that between beginning the reading and getting to, sometimes, you know, I start writing them down now because you'd forget.
I do that all the time. I do my healings, and afterwards I'm like, oh, this and that, and I'm like, oh, I should have wrote that down. So I wrote it down on my last healing, and there was a whole big page of messages I had to give the girl. So I was glad I wrote them down.
Yes. Well, we might do one more in this in this environment. I've got well, Tracy Hazel is also one of our regulars. So what did Tracy ask? A question, or did she just want a little bit of? Let me see. Now, ladies, if you do, we can take. If you do, so Brenda said thank you. She's just worried about. Brenda said just worried about me. That was a couple of readings ago there.
Okay.
Rachel said yes, there is children. Wow.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I just definitely saw them. So there's some sort of significance around children.
Yeah, and you also said with Brenda, you felt tired, and you said, is she tired? And she said unmotivated. She's unmotivated. She was feeling unmotivated.
Yeah, so it's just about her trying to find, get back within herself and do what's right for her. So I don't know if she has trouble with sinuses, but I feel like I've got a bit of blockage around the head area. So she might just not be feeling herself at the moment. So just I would just say just stepping back into herself is going to be part of it, but it's just going to be a bit of a process, unfortunately. But I hope you and feel much more motivated soon, because you do have a lot of creative things to share with the world. I do believe that that energy was very, very strong when I was doing it.
Wonderful. So Tracy's question was, if you have time, would love to know if my new job will be arriving soon.
Okay. Is it the reading that I was just doing? Is that the same person?
No, this is Tracy Hazel.
Tracy Hazel. Okay. All right. I've pulled cards already, and that's about relationships. So let's do the other one. So
well, maybe there's a relationship that needs to be sometimes there's other things to take care of, isn't there, before
not always what people want to know is what they need to know. So I always say the messages come out for whatever reason. But so what was the question, Michelle? It was about the job, was it?
Yes. Will it be arriving soon?
Okay. I keep getting the right job. I'm not saying you won't have a job in between. That's not I just asked when the right job's going to come along, and it was June, July. Ooh. So doesn't mean that there's no jobs in between, but I feel like it leads, if you do find a job in between, it's sort of like a, how do you put it when it's in the middle of where you actually want to go? Like it's the bridge to where you want to go. Like
yes.
Job that you love and that you'll actually be accepted and, just really embrace it, with a different outlook will definitely come around the middle of the year, which will be June and July. So I don't know, with things going on in the world whether everything slows down and that's when it picks back up, but June, July for employment has been really significant at the moment. So just keep a lookout for those months. But the cards that I got for you were emotional release. So it feels like there's something emotional that needs to be released. And it says, I'm willing to gently let go and release any repressed emotions in a positive and constructive manner. So it's not about blaming. It's not about looking for others' faults. It's about looking within and seeing what we can change. It says, I can do this through any form of therapy, journaling, exercising, breathing, visualizations, or in any other way that is best for you. I know that, and in a way that serves you positively. I honor my feelings and emotions and make it a priority to look after myself. So that has to be number one. The other card that came up was union. So whether you're in a relationship or not, it would be really important. So relationships are going to be really important for you, and connection with others is going to be, and to feel someone's love and to also give and receive. It's going to be part of your journey. It's going to be kind of high in your journey learning. And it says, memories of the past are rising to stir your heart. Let love guide you as a reminder. Allow the union of souls to connect once more. So don't shut off your heart because of past things. Don't, that blockage or that fence up for any other reason, because it serves you. Ultimately, the only one that doesn't, receive from that is yourself. So I would say stay open, keep that big, beautiful heart open. Know that you need to release something from the past. So those sort of go hand in hand. Job front, I feel like the right job for you is around that June, July. So hope that helps you and gives you a bit of clarity. But there's definitely a lot of emotional stuff coming up around the heart area. So being let down or whatever the case may be from past, it could be even childhood. Past isn't always just our last relationship or the last thing that happened. It can be, unfortunately, it can be quite further back than that. So just know that there's something holding you back a little bit, something that may have made you put some walls up, and that then goes on and might impact in the wrong way in your future relationships with others. So
that is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for, we were so lucky to have you be free this evening to come on the show. And so again, if you want to find Christy and join her community, it's on Facebook. It's called Clarify My Journey, and it's a page and a group, and you can ask to join both of those. Christy will come onto this live post afterwards when she has some time, and just tick you all off, and those that did give us their email address, you can look forward to getting some more information about what's coming up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay. You're welcome. Mwah. So we say goodbye to Spiritual Events Directory and the Woo Woo Show Wellness Conversations. We'll be back next Sunday will be terrific. I must actually spruik this, because next Sunday's show, I will have an amazing panel of ladies that are all part of the Spiritual Events Directory online, the Psychic Alternative Expo online. So as many of us that are involved that want to be on the show are all coming onto the show. It should be massive. And we'll be able to talk about what we're all doing, and then give some complimentary readings and some tools as we go. So, woohoo! Yeah. We'll see you all then, Spiritual Events Directory. Bye.
Bye, everyone.